Well, Mario Kart 9 seems to be almost around the corner. Well, not really, but hey, I could hope. With a few news floating around, it seems like Mario Kart 8 is almost going to be right out the door. Finally! Mario Kart 9 is now in development, and is going to end up having itself a new twist. What does that even mean? In all honesty, that can probably mean just about anything. And considering the amounts of sales that Mario Kart 8 had to offer, we don't really know what 9 is going to have. Will it be able to outperform better than 8? Well, that's kind of like a no-duh sort of scenario, considering Mario Kart 8 is going to be old, super old, and 9 is going to have hopefully some new improvements. But what could those improvements be? Well, today on PikaThoughts videos, we're going to actually be talking about two things: the improvements, and we're also going to be talking about things that I wish and want in Mario Kart 9. Let's begin. So overall, we had a bunch of Mario Kart games from 64, DS, Super Circuit, Wii, Nintendo GameCube, you name it. We had a bunch of Mario Kart games. Only some of them end up having unique things to them, such as Mario Kart Double Dash having the double mechanic, which you can end up holding two items. Also have two riders on your vehicle, with a little bit of added little flavor of having items that are more so unique to each corresponding team characters, which was pretty cool and interesting at the time. Mario Kart DS being the first Mario Kart game to be online and to also have the new and improved mission mode. Well, not really much improved, more so the new added mission mode. This mode has never returned back in any other Mario Kart game, and it is sacrilege as to why it has never returned. I don't know why. It's one of the best modes I ever actually played and managed to beat. If you get all 3 stars, you end up getting satisfaction because you're actually good at the game. The mission mode basically required you to be, decent at the game. You had to go ahead and learn the drifting mechanics. You had to learn how to be able to defeat your opponents. It also had unique bosses as well. You end up playing as certain characters. You didn't really play as every single character. You also couldn't, I should more say, you couldn't pick a character. You only had one character that the game gives you. It's kind of like the event mode from Super Smash Bros. Melee. That's probably like the best example I can bring, considering the DS was also out when GameCube was out, and also the Wii. So yeah, that's pretty much what it's like. And it hasn't been in any other Mario Kart game, which is super weird. You think it would have been in Mario Kart 7, but no. Mario Kart 7, funny enough, was actually the first Mario Kart game to introduce car parts and allow you to customize your vehicles to depending on the speed, the acceleration, the weight, what have you. And it also ended up introducing the glider and the ability to go underwater. It was a very unique thing. Not a lot of people appreciate 7. I never actually got to play 7 myself, but from the courses that I've seen in the mechanics, it's basically your run-of-the-mill, say, Mario Kart game. Nothing really new. Mario Kart Wii was more so the first introduction to the motion controls, which you are able to control the kart without the need of utilizing the buttons on your controller. So it's pretty different and kind of cool. It's like you were playing usually those arcade racing machines back in the day where you end up utilizing the wheel, and they also gave you a cool little Wii wheel that you can also play with too. I actually like that. I only utilized it a couple of times before I went back to the normal controller, because to be perfectly honest, motion controls, as great as it may be in terms of everything else, it's kind of weird. And then there's Mario Kart 8, the game that ended up managing to get 2 games out of itself. One, where it ended up having a bougie battle mode. It wasn't even an actual battle mode, it was kind of a fake battle mode, where they put you into these random battle arenas. They weren't even battle arenas. They were just like you were going around and around in the same exact stage. Usually they only pick like the stages where you can just go around in circles, and that's really about it. So you essentially just hunt down opponents with items and pelt them with shells, and that's really about it. So then they made Deluxe, and Deluxe ends up improving on 2 things. First off, it improves on the battle mechanics, because the battle mechanics were something that people wanted the most to be improved. It was an actual battle mode with Shine Thief, Renegade, which was new, Balloon Battle, and also the Bomb Battle. All those modes are fantastic in their own right, except for Shine Thief, because Nintendo seems to have that issue where it's like, hey, latency is a bad thing, and we hope you like hitting your opponent where nothing happens. Mind you, that's like the majority of online for both Wii and 8, but for some reason it seems to be more offensive in 8 than it seems to be more offensive in Wii. At least for Wii, you can kind of end up catching up to your opponent if you know what you're doing. But for 8, I don't know what it is, man. I don't know if it's basically the Brawl and Melee argument. It's like, yo, Melee is fast, but Brawl is so slow. That's what 8 and Wii felt like. Wii was fast, but 8 was slow. I don't know, am I like the only one who kind of thinks that? I kind of think that 8 is a bit slow. It doesn't really feel fast. Like when you get the star, you get like a tiny little boost, but not enough to really get to your opponent, especially if you're playing online and somebody's in first place. I don't know what it is. You get pelted with so much items, it's impossible to end up catching up to anybody. So I guess these are my improvements for Mario Kart 9 for when that actually gets dropped as a trailer and also released. First off, the improvements that they need to do. The speed needs to be changed. If you have a mushroom, or ergo a star, I should more so say, I feel that you should get a tremendous speed that allows you to actually catch up to the competition. Also, the item distribution needs to be significantly better. If your opponent, or say like first place, is like very far away and you're like unable to really catch up to them, I feel that your second place items should probably be items that can stop them in their tracks. Maybe like red shells, probably giving them a blue shell, or bullet bill, whomever. You kind of need to try to make these things a little bit of a competition, because even I will end up admitting, playing Mario Kart without any items is a bit weird. I don't really understand it, and it really doesn't make any sense. Improvement number 2. One of the biggest things I don't really like about Mario Kart 8 is obviously the coins mechanic. I don't like it being an item. I'm fine with it being on the field. I don't like it being an item. The reason why I don't like it being an item is because it's a waste when you use it, and it really doesn't really do anything. If you're trying to protect yourself, you're not going to protect yourself with a coin. It's a good thing that Mario Kart 8 Deluxe brings back the double mechanic, where you can have 2 items, because there's a chance that the second item will be either a shell or a banana, or if you're very unlucky, you can probably get coins twice. Who really knows? That's pretty much what it's probably meld down to. It's kind of unfortunate. Now, the third improvement I would like probably has to be with the courses. Now, I know Mario Kart 8 was the first thing to introduce the anti-gravity mechanic, and it was fine for what it did. It basically did give you a bit of an illusion that you were upside down, which was something that was unique. You never really had that sort of illusion of you going upside down in some courses. The problem is, however, that only works on some courses, not on all the courses, some of the courses. Sometimes the gravity mechanic is just there just for the sake of just being there, and then sometimes the gravity mechanic is there just to give you an illusion that you technically can see upside down of the course. Overall, I don't really like it, and I wish that they had a much better unique mechanic that's not, I don't know, like the anti gimmick just feels weird. Like, I don't know how many people actually really do like it. I don't know if they still like it. I know, like, we liked it back then when it was first introduced. It was cool at first, but then it kind of just overstated its welcome and just became kind of meh to me specifically. I don't know if it's meh to everybody else. So there's that as well. Courses. Mario Kart 9. I want them to do what they did with the Animal Crossing, the 2 F-Zero courses, and the Zelda courses. I'm not going to mention Excite Bike because, to be honest, all that is just going up and down. That's really about it. But those courses in particular, the ones that I've mentioned, the 4 courses, is that I wish that they had more courses that represented Nintendo characters. I know that people are kind of worried that Mario Kart will lose its identity because if it turns into Nintendo Kart or Super Smash Kart or whatever. But in reality, Nintendo Kart is probably not the name they're going to go for. They're probably still going to call it Mario Kart 9. But they'll probably just add in some few Nintendo characters like, I don't know, Captain Falcon, for instance, Kirby, a few more of the villager characters. That's not just Isabelle and the female and male villager. Add in Zelda or Ganondorf or whatever. Like, I'm not really against them adding in more Nintendo characters if they can also get their courses that represent that character. Because what I'm thinking, for what they did for the Zelda course where they replaced coins with rubies, is pretty interesting. I kind of wish that they added a little bit more to it, like a little bit more of gimmicks. They only had one gimmick in the course, which was if you hit all 3 crystals, the Master Sword would come out. I'm assuming that's supposed to be a reference to Ocarina of Time. Don't really know. I don't know why you have to hit 3 crystals for the Master Sword to come out. It's kind of weird. Unless it's probably a Link to the Past reference. Not entirely sure. But, yeah, I would love them to kind of like implement gimmicks that represents the game. Because you obviously have the 3 crystals where they pull out the Master Sword. The Animal Crossing course can change to different seasons. Spring, fall, winter, whatever. It's a nice thing. And the F-Zero course, like, it ends up utilizing the anti-gravity system better there than it does in some of the few other courses in the game. It also ends up having a unique gimmick where there are no coins on the field and your only way of getting coins is by going on the shield recharge station, which is pretty cool. It's unfortunate that when you crash, you don't blow up. So, I mean, hey, there's that. I mean, hey, that would be cool. I mean, it would be nice to see, like, a Kirby course, for instance, where, I don't know, this is kind of a stretch, and I doubt that they're going to do this, where they will allow you to, I don't know, get abilities from enemies. Like, you know, you got Poppy Bros to give you the bombs. You got, Sir Kibble to give you the boomerang power up. Like, that would be cool. Like, that would be pretty interesting. It'd be like a homage to Kirby Air Ride, which I'm still wondering when they're gonna actually make a second game of that. Anyways, that's neither here or there. It's probably like another video when they end up announcing Kirby Air Ride 2. Another thing I would like is that can let Lakitu not grab you like at all. Like, no offense, I kind of feel that mechanic is great for people who are not veterans to the series. Throughout the majority of the series, not even sure. I think in 7 they probably did change that, where, you know, he actually does grab you instantly. I'm not sure, because I know for a fact he never grabbed you in Wii and the last other Mario Kart game. So I know it's a weird thing to ask. Yes, I want to fall to my death in a Mario Kart game. Yes, it's super weird. It makes 0 sense, and they're probably not going to do that, and they're probably going to keep Lakitu the same way as he's intended, to essentially rescue you so that way you don't fall. I guess another thing is that item balancing needs to be a thing too. Like, for instance, Mario Kart 8 item balance is weird because, like I said, the distribution for the items when you're in different placements doesn't help. Like, you can be in 12th place and you could probably end up getting like lightning, bullet bills, stars, or probably whatever, but stars is barely not gonna work if your opponent is good. Bullet bill will be the guaranteed win, so that way you can catch up. Probably not enough, but you can at least catch up to a safe place that will guarantee you some points at the very least. But, you know, I don't really know. I don't really know how they can do the item balancing. All I do know, however, is that I do want specials to come back, but they don't need to be unique for certain particular characters. I don't know if that can work, considering the fact that the whole point of Double Dash special items is to only make it unique for those particular characters. Like, Bowser's shell is for Bowser and Koopa Jr. And, you know, I mean, to be fair, thinking on it now, like, they can probably still do it, but I guess they'll probably just be a little bit weird with it. Like, Mario, obviously, Mario and Luigi will have the Fire Flower. Peach and Daisy will have the Heart Shield. Yoshi and Birdo, if she ever comes back into the ether, because I don't know why she's not in the game. That is super weird. And same with Diddy Kong. Why is he not in the game? I don't understand that. You know, that's a good segue. What the crap is with the choices of characters in Mario Kart 8? You got the baby characters, baby Rosalina, baby Daisy, baby Peach, Mario, and Luigi are fine because, you know, they've been in video games. Baby Daisy, I'd never seen Baby Daisy before. Baby Rosalina, that was just like, yo, we got Rosalina, let's just put in Baby Rosalina too. It's like, okay, guys, can you not do that, please? The Koopalings are fine, but I kind of wish that they were condensed into like how the Shy Guys and the Yoshis are, where they kind of condense into like one square, like, you know, you choose them kind of like Smash Brothers. I mean, I know why they probably don't do that, because they're all different weights, but hey, you can still put them in the box anyways. It doesn't matter. Just put them in there. I don't want to have a bunch of friggin' lines of Koopalings all over the place. It's weird. I don't understand that. I think like the other thing is that I hope that they end up giving us more Nintendo characters, because they need to bring Birdo, they need to bring Diddy Kong back, they need to bring Funky Kong back. I don't know why those characters are omitted in the game, and it doesn't make any sense, because even when Deluxe came out, the only characters they obviously added were the DLC characters from the original 8, and then they just added in Golden Mario. Princess Gold Peach is fine, but then you just added a golden variation of Metal Mario. That's it. And I'm gonna be honest with you, that's kind of like an underwhelming thing to have. They did have 200cc, which was something that was a bit of a unique thing in 8 until they implemented it into an actual option in Deluxe. At least I think that's how it was. I'm not sure if 8 did have 200cc. I know Deluxe added it as an actual thing, but you know, it's something that I'm thinking about now. I don't know, maybe they can add in 300cc. That'd be ridiculous. The only way that could happen is if the courses were a little bit wider and you had more drifting space. But considering the fact that some of the courses in 200cc don't work, they kind of are a bit clustered, and it's impossible to really gauge on how fast you're supposed to be going. But hey, whatever. I guess another thing I guess they could add in 9, which would be something new, would be backwards course. I know mirror mode is supposed to kind of be like an illusion of you going backwards, but that's more so pertain to changing the positioning of certain things. Like you're kind of not really flipping the course, you kind of obviously mirroring the course. Like it's the same thing, but just things are just in a different perspective. For backwards courses, I want to see if they can develop courses when you're going backwards, because there are times where I would like to see what the course will look like going backwards. Yeah, it'll probably be the same, but who knows? It'll probably be vastly different. A little bit more challenging, probably, but I don't know. It'll be something new. Like, you know, you had 50, 100, 150, mirror, backwards. The backwards CC. It's kind of a weird name when you really say it out loud. Backwards CC. I don't know. And the CC is just like backwards, too. That'd be kind of cool, I guess. So yeah, Mario Kart 9 has a lot of promise to it, considering I myself was getting tired of 8. Like, really tired of 8. I end up playing it here and there, but if you ask me if I would play it constantly, not really. I get bored with 8 very fast. The only thing that keeps me going with 8 overall is probably just the online, but other than that is just playing it on stream, and that's really about it. Because my problem with 8 is that there's nothing else to the game except for the traditional racing constantly, which is obviously the whole point of Mario Kart. But other than that, there's nothing else to it. There's no extra solo options for me to do. The battle mode is still fine. It's fine in Deluxe. I'm glad that they managed to actually give us an actual battle mode. Oh, I should also mention, I don't know if this was an update or this was something that they took from the original 8. Like, they kind of took this apart, but they kind of made the team battle thing better, or teams games better. What I mean is that in the original 8, whenever you threw red shells or whatever, you used to get hit by your teammate, which was really stupid. The only items that you probably did not get hit by were probably blue shells and thunder. Thunder was the guarantee one I know you did not get hit by if your teammate used it. But for blue shells, I'm not entirely sure. I could be vastly wrong on that, and you can probably still get hit by them. But I know for a fact that playing teams in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, the team battle has been very, very much improved. Now, how would I want them to improve it even further in 9? Can you color code the goddamn items when your teammates throw them? Because I'm sick and tired of trying to figure out if the bananas are safe. You had it in Wii. You had them color coded in Wii. What happened? I never understand Nintendo's reasoning for ever getting rid of certain features that are good in previous games, and then they take it away and don't add it in their future games. I don't really understand that. It's a thing that they do constantly, and it frustrates the crap out of me. Every single time I'm expecting something of a sticked up feature, and it just gets taken away from me, just like that. I don't know when a trailer is going to drop for Mario Kart 9, but when it does end up dropping, I'll obviously get my reaction to it as to what I think of what I'm seeing in said video. But overall, like, aside from certain improvements here and there, I already said what I want too, so I kind of mixed in improvements and what I want at the same time. I seem to do that all the time. I could even put in a list. That's unfortunate. I also didn't mean for this video to be 22 minutes. I guess I really do like Mario Kart as a series. Like, it's a fantastic series. It's a racing game. Like, you know, you race with a bunch of Mario characters, throwing a bunch of items. Yeah, you get frustrated as hell, but hey, what are you gonna do? That's just basically the concept about it. Sometimes the RNG can be good, and sometimes it can screw you up. I guess before I end the video, the items that I kind of do want back, you can bring back the Thundercloud, because I like the trolliness of that item. That item is actually pretty funny to utilize. Bring back, actually, get rid of the blooper. I'm sick and tired of the blooper. That blooper has literally been in the game since DS. Get rid of him. I don't want him anymore. Blooper sucks, is what I'm trying to say. And he's even completely useless in 7 and in DS for 2 reasons. Because I think in DS you can just blow his ink away, and in the 3DS version of 7, I think you can also blow it away as well, which is hilarious if that is the case, because I think there's a mic on the 3DS, right? I haven't played my 3DS in a while. I really should. But yeah, overall, that has been my thoughts, improvements, wishes. What is this video anymore? Because it's not even a retrospective. I don't know what this is. I guess this is just my improvement wish of Mario Kart 9 video. I hope you guys enjoyed it and got to the end of the video. I will see you guys next time for when whatever game news comes out in the future. Don't really know. Nintendo, you can surprise me probably with Metroid Prime 4. That'd be nice. I highly doubt it, but, you know, it'd be nice if you guys announced Metroid Prime 4. That'd be funny. Anyways, Code Pika over and out. See you guys in the next electrifying video. See yas!